Maybe Donald Trump is right. Hold up. I'm gonna explain. Hold on. Hey, welcome to the Q Reyes Project. This is Q Reyes coming at you once again. And I'm gonna talk about Donald Trump for a minute. That's what everybody's talking about. But I'm gonna give you a different spin on it. Coming from a Latino man, I should be really offended by what he said. And the truth is, I don't care. I don't care what Donald Trump says. I don't care. His insults mean nothing to me. They change nothing in my life. And they shouldn't affect you either. The fact of the matter is, supposedly, allegedly, there is freedom of speech in this country. Freedom of speech. You're supposed to say whatever you want without persecution of any sort. But that's not true. We know that's not true. There's things that you can't say because you will go to jail. And obviously, I'm not going to say those things. I'm not going to say them, but they're out there. You can Google them and you say them and you go to jail. There's things you can't say in an airplane. There's things you can't say. So freedom of speech is an illusion because it's not really real. It's not really freedom. It's the illusion of freedom until you say something that people are uncomfortable with. Now, I'm not defending Donald Trump. I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I really don't care. The fact is that he has a right, supposedly, to say whatever he wants to say and express his opinion. And if he wants to be racist, then let him be racist. Let the man be racist. Why are people mad that Donald Trump comes off as racist? This is something that has been known. This is what people should be mad about. People should be mad about all the Donald Trumps out there that keep it quiet because maybe your boss is racist. Maybe the company you work for, maybe the whole executive team where you work at is racist. But you'll never know because they don't have what it takes to actually come out and say it because of free speech is not really free. It'll cost you something, either money or prestige, but you're going to pay for your speech. So going back to Donald Trump, he wants to say that Mexicans bring drugs and all of that. The minute you shut him down, then you really didn't listen to everything you should have listened to because now he stopped. He would have kept going. Maybe he would have said some other outrageous stuff that you needed to hear, but now he won't say it because he knows people are going to give him backlash. I say, if you're racist, you should just be racist and be proud of it and come out and let me know that you're racist. I want to know that you're racist because that allows me to make my move as far as, okay, that person is racist. Let me move this way. But if I don't know you're racist, then, you might be smiling in my face and really want to deport me. And I'm Puerto Rican, so that's going to be hard for you to do. But that's the thing with Donald Trump. Let him be racist because if they can shut down somebody as big as Donald Trump, they'll shut you down. They'll shut me down. They'll shut anybody that opens their mouth quickly. Another thing is that just because somebody says something you don't like, you don't have to shut it down. I think that's a big problem as far as the whole free speech is concerned. You're supposed to be tolerant. And you see this a lot. And for example, in any big issue, whether it's abortion or gay marriage or whatever. Back to this Trump thing. I think people need to leave that man alone and let him be the racist he is. Maybe he's not. I don't know him. I don't care what he says. If he's not paying my rent directly, if his checks are not going directly into my landlord's account, then I really don't care. That man doesn't faze me. He said, oh, well, he's talking bad about Latinos and he's putting down Mexicans. It's like, yeah, but he's doing it publicly. Get mad at those doing it behind your back. Get mad at those politicians that think like Trump, but won't say they think like Trump. And they're out there. They're out there. Trump would not be number one in the polls right now if people didn't agree with him. So we need to get off our high horse and see that Trump is really a distraction. He's a distraction because right now, everybody's just worried about what Trump is saying or Trump is doing. There's worse candidates in that poll that are rising up and creeping up. and they might even become the president. Trump's not probably going to make it, but the people behind them, no one's attacking them or looking at their records because everybody's concerned with Trump. So you got to see where all this is going, and you got to see where your focus. It's like a magician, he'll tell you to look at this ball and with this hand he's doing all this with this other hand, and he's tricking you. They're giving you the news that they want you to focus on, but you need to focus on, who are the other people in the running, and what do they stand for? What do they think about Mexicans? They're not going to tell you that they hate Mexicans. They're just going to say they love Mexicans just to get elected, but really behind the scenes they're going to do some legislation to deport all the Mexicans. I don't know, but you don't know either, because you're worried about Donald Trump and about what Donald Trump is saying and Miss Universe and whatever. Man, come on. He's like the buffoon in the room. He's the clown that's taking away the attention from the real issues right behind us. So you need to keep that in check, and you need to keep yourself in check, and you need to leave that man alone. Let him be a racist in peace. Because you know what? If I want to be a racist, let me be a racist. People need to live their lives however they want to live. And they can't force people to everybody get in this bandwagon of love and joy, because that's not the real world. You live your life. I'm going to live my life. Just don't harm me. I won't harm you. And we can all live together. But the minute that we start attacking people because we don't agree with them, that's something else. And I don't agree with them, but I'm not going to attack them because I don't want anybody attacking me if they don't believe in what I believe or they don't like what I say. And if you think your vote is going to keep him or anybody else from becoming president, you are crazy. If people want Donald Trump to be president, it doesn't matter. If people don't want Donald Trump to be president, it doesn't matter, because if the powers that be want Donald Trump to be president, he will become president. So stop worrying about it. It's going to happen if it is, and if it's not, it's not. And, you got to look at Al Gore when he won the popular vote and still lost. How can you win and lose? That's just for you. You look at Al Gore versus Bush and see how he won the popular vote but lost the election. That tells you everything right there. So you guys can keep voting and going there and casting your ballot and putting a little sticker, I voted, and all of that, and thinking that you're making a difference, when really you have no say in what happens. You make no laws. You make no legislation. Your vote really doesn't count. So let Donald Trump be racist, because it doesn't matter if he's racist or not. There's worse Trumps out there, and they're in your government. They're in there, and they're making legislations that actually affect you. So Donald Trump says he hates Mexicans or whatever. Mexicans should laugh at that. It's like, come on, Trump. I think that he should continue being racist. I want my racist right in my face. I wish everybody should wear a shirt saying I'm a racist or I'm a homophobe or I'm a whatever, so we know where everybody's coming from. But people want to keep it there. You can't say that. Just because he's not saying it doesn't mean that he's not thinking it. And just because people attack him and he loses deals and money doesn't change his frame of mind and the hundreds of thousands of people that support him, if not millions, because he's on top of the polls right now. Just leave that man alone. Mind your business. If you don't like what's going on, turn to other news or read a book or get another job. Do something with your life. I'm just saying, we all got a right to say what we want to say. And just like I'm saying this, I don't want anybody to tell me that I can't say this. And if you disagree with me, you can disagree with me, but don't shut me down. Just like I wouldn't shut anybody else down, even if I don't agree with them. If I think it's the most horrendous thing they could say. I think that people supposedly, allegedly have free speech. So let's exercise that. Let's stop exaggerating and thinking that we can actually change things, because we can't. So until we realize that we can't change things, we can start changing them. But until then, if we keep living in this illusion that we have a voice, you're going to be like completely like no one's going to listen to you. No one's going to hear you. All right. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.